don't know what I've been through. Let me share my story with you. All the things that he brought me through. My stormy days and my rainy days. You don't know all the tears I've cried, the things I've kept bottled up inside, trying my best to be strong, waiting on God and holding on. You don't know what I had to endure, and you wonder why I'm so sure. 'Cause my father.
So my guest for today is Myah Storm. She is a versatile artist from Chicago. She's known as Storm the Boss, excelling in rap, singing, songwriting, and poetry. And she's also a spoken word artist. She's famous for her singles Keep It Being and Game Time. She has also been featured on Power 92 and V103. So, after this countdown, everyone please welcome Myah Storm to the stage.
With who? The girl next door, you know? Yo, man.
I'm fresher than a slit on the wrist of an emo. Cancer shit dead and y'all hustling for chemo. Rapper shit, you just tryna pick up on the lingo. Ding dong, bitch, ring your bells and then I jingo. Bingo, NDAs for the team, cause this shit top secret. No bang, but we gang in the cut, so we bleed a day in this bitch praising Storm like she Jesus, I'm the devil to whoever. Y'all consider heathens on the boss, on a grown woman shit. Been in woman shit, standing on business, give a fuck if I'm a bitch. Offerings, what you coming to counter with? Hold on, wait. Let me count the shit, take a second, just listen. Now you found a fix, my face good with whoever I encounter with. Smiling at every single nigga that doubted it. Nigga, you out of it, this the time to scout the kid. I'm just trying to put y'all on game, boy. Might as well just stay in your lane, boy. All this shit just a huge decoy for my huge deploy. I'm on my own time, so I just snooze.
How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for being a guest on Breaking the Silence. I've been jamming to that song. I've been jamming to that song since you sent it to me.
Thank you. Thank you.
So tell everybody, who is Myah Storm?
Myah Storm is a lot of things. First of all, I'm very much myself. That's my given name. That's my first and middle name. Myah Storm is exactly myself. But when you break her down, Myah is pretty more sweet and like the nicer one. And Storm is like the one that you couldn't stop bumping. That's Storm. That's Storm, the rapper, the aggressor. She kind of, can we curse on here?
Do your thing. Be yourself.
She a bitch. But in a good way. She got to be bitchy. Storm got to be bitchy. So Myah can be nice, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. What's your sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Oh, that's why. That's why.
I'm a Cancer.
So what inspired you to pursue a career in music, and how did you get started in the industry?
I never really knew I wanted to have a career in music, but I knew I always wanted to do music or be in a space of music. So, but probably my dad is a big influence on my on the things that I listen to and what I grew up on. So probably my dad is like what inspired me to get into music and the industry space, networking, a lot of networking and pushing myself. I was in music for a good period of time. like right after high school, like 2015 to 2018. That's when I was on radio and stuff like that, and I had a team. Um, and I took a step back. Life started lifing, and I had to figure it out for myself. I didn't want to stop. I didn't want to stop. So around 2022, it was like, I got to get my foot back into the door. So just a lot of networking on my own behalf, like really just sitting here and doing my research, acting as if I'm my own manager because I got to shop myself around. I got to see who want to hear me. I got to see who would like to bring me into their spaces. And that's really how it happens. Like if you're advocating for yourself, then once you advocate for yourself well enough, you're putting yourself in spaces where you can create teams and rooms that people want to rock with you. And yeah, now you in the industry. It's kind of crazy
You
to
right,
think
you
about.
right. So is it? I mean, is it difficult being an independent artist versus having someone to guide you along the way?
um you can still be independent and have somebody guide you. You can still be independent very much as an artist. You can. Now when it comes to the business, that's when we talk about partnerships and management and
Mhm.
stuff like that. But you can still be very independent and be an artist, because I feel like independency as an artist is being able to keep your creative,
Mhm.
because it's your creative, is what you create,
Right.
is how you want the world to see it. I feel like that's independency. Like even when you break down contracts and stuff like that, all the verbiage and stuff like that, when we think about contracts, like
Mhm.
contracts really contract how independent or constructed you have to be in the space. So I think you can still be independent and move with
With some
people trying to
guidance.
move you around. Yeah, if
Right.
that
So
makes
how
sense.
that makes sense. So
Okay.
how would you describe your music to someone that's never heard it before?
I would describe it as a playlist, like a playlist. Like when you think about all the music you like to listen to, like from workout music to strip club music to soft music to your R&B music to your pretty girl music. I feel like it's a playlist. Well, especially this project that I just dropped, like is a big old Myah Storm playlist. Like that's the
Yeah.
best way to describe it. Like just from pop, I love writing pop music. From pop to R&B to rap, like it's just I feel like it's just a playlist. Like anything you want to hear and sonically is there.
Wow.
Not no
So
reggae yet, not yet, but not no dance hall yet. But yeah, anything that you want to hear in that in a in a space in a hip hop, pop, R&B space is there from trap
so
to rap.
so why do you like writing pop? What makes it stand out more?
It's not that it stands out more because I feel like pop is easier to write.
Mm.
Pop is more. I don't have to be so metaphorically inclined and try to um prove myself, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Because when I get into rapping, I feel like I just get so locked in. I want to sound like nobody else. Like I want my
Mhm.
lines to hit like nobody else's. Like things of that sort. But when I'm writing pop, I can be more direct,
Mm.
like very direct, and in the melodies and the way I get to play with it in the studio, like knowing that I'm about to go in there and have to do like several runs and stack my voice and all that other stuff. Like hearing that back is so like it's exciting because especially when it is hot outside. The boppity music is playing. That's what you're gonna hear everywhere before you hear somebody rapping talking about shooting guns or whatever. You're gonna
Yeah.
hear it's summertime. Everybody come outside. Vibes are great. Like that's why I love writing music like that, because that's music that can translate to the masses, even to
Right.
the thuggiest of boys.
Yep.
to the
Yep, I
millions
agree.
of girls. Everybody gonna bob their head to a Taylor Swift if you're lit enough.
Okay. You
If you're
right.
lit enough.
You a mess. So, what is the story behind your stage name?
um, my parents gave it to me. It's my birth name, Myah Storm. That's my first name and my middle name. I can't really I don't have no other story about that.
It is your
Oh
birth
no.
name.
My mama told me I felt like a storm in her belly. And my
Oh,
dad and my mom, they always told me they named me after Maya Angelou. They just never, they didn't spell it the same way, but they named me after Maya Angelou. And it's kind of crazy how I started off doing poetry and then
nice.
now I'm rapping and
Nice.
singing and everything above. But my dad always told me he wanted me to have a name that I could be a star. Like I could take my name and it's my name. And that's so crazy. He's been telling me this since I was a shorty. It's crazy.
Nice. That's some power behind it. You talking about no reason other than it's your birth name.
I mean,
That's
they named
power.
me that. They named
But
me that. I don't know. You, I just running around here with the name. I like it, so I'm using it. I'm using. I
wow.
didn't change it yet.
So, who or what is the reason behind your success as an artist?
Myself. I do have a team. I do have a team now, but myself, strictly myself. I always advocated for myself. I always put myself out there, even though I always had a complex about that, but I always put myself out there. Like I never limited myself to keeping my voice little in in
Mhm.
this space. Like because I feel like I communicate best in rap or music in general. Like I feel like that's my best way to communicate. It's kind of weird. I don't know how to explain it, but I
I
always
get it.
knew like I couldn't keep that to myself. So like I want to say what probably like my senior year around 2014, I went on Twitter and just started rapping, and then people started seeing me and reaching out. So I really feel like that's really due to myself because ain't nobody put no gun in my head and say, "Girl, go rap." I mean, my dad probably would have, but I don't think
Oh
he
no.
would. That's JoJo.
Wow.
No, I'm just playing. That's a thing.
Don't do him like that.
I'm not gonna do it like that. He know it's all jokes. It's all jokes.
I'm done. So if it was one thing you can change about this music industry now, because it's shifted so much over the years, what would it be that you would change?
I would gatekeep more. Not me personally, but I'll make it. I would not me personally, not me, but I feel like it shouldn't be so easy to navigate this space at an instant that we're able to. Like the overnight successes that don't stick. Like we getting
Mhm.
people that's not giving us classics. We also are in a space of I don't know. I feel like maybe the industry always been like this. Now you got me thinking because now I'm
Mm.
thinking in the space of one hit wonders
Mhm.
and recyclable ideas like from the girl bands to the boy bands. Like you get what I'm saying? Like how the industry makes
Mhm.
their money. So I mean, I would say the gatekeeping probably in the hip hop space needs to be way better. Like 100% better because it makes it harder for the people who are really like writing opposed to the people that we just trying to put on stage and make
Mhm.
entertainers, I guess, if that makes sense. So yeah, I feel like we need to do a little bit more gatekeeping, just a little bit more, not nothing too serious, but just a little bit more because we are everything's just so watered down now.
Yeah.
Everything. Ain't nobody rapping. Ain't nobody
Mm-mm.
rapping for real. We're not making classics for real. Like,
Mm-mm.
and then the people that we do have longevity from, like, they're still giving us, like, no one's giving us nothing new to just harp on and be like, dang, we about to be able to sit with this forever. The
Right.
replay value is about to bounce. Oh, it's gonna be here forever, opposed to
Mhm.
something that's gonna time out because it's so instant and it's so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the internet. I'll change the internet.
I
I'll
mean,
change the internet.
That's me bringing it all back. I would probably change the internet, the instantness of everything. I would love to go to a record label and go shop my demo, like, instead of
Yeah,
people scouting on the internet for something that's just going. I mean, it makes sense. It's business. Business has to be lucrative. It makes sense. I don't know. Now I'm going on a tangent because you should never ask me that question. Oh my goodness.
well, it made you think though. It made you think
No,
though.
that was a deep dive. I haven't even.
Mm.
These are great questions.
Made you think about it. Now it's something for you to do your homework on now. Hmm.
Exactly.
But I
Exactly.
mean, you're right though. The internet makes things just so accessible right then.
So
Nope.
watery. Ugh. Everything
Yeah,
just gets watered down. Like that's like listening to your comedian, like your favorite comedian, tell a joke for the first time. That's
exactly.
why these comedians be having us lock our phones
Hmm.
in those pouches when we go see them, because once you see it once, it's not funny no more, or it's
Exactly.
not like the value not, like it ain't the same. It don't
It's
hit
not
the
the
same.
same.
So the internet just do that, make stuff not hit the same, and I don't know. It's
I
it's
agree.
weird. It's
I agree. These musicians gonna have to start hitting the streets again and doing,
weird. No,
everybody.
literally, literally, like uh, putting yourself out there and showing a face to the name and showing
Hmm.
that you really can do it. Like really getting out here, putting in work and showing the world that you can do it. I mean,
Exactly.
but hey, who am I?
if you had to describe your music using the names of three artists that influence you, who would they be?
Lauren Hill.
Mm, that's a good one.
Mm, I know. Okay, I'm gonna say Q-Tip parentheses Tribe Called Quest. I know that's like a whole bunch,
Whoa.
but and then I say Nicki Minaj because that was really a person that I really looked to, like in the era of the
That's a good
2000s,
that's good
because that
music,
that
bro.
that that was appealing. That was mixtape wise great. Actually, all the music is great, but what caught me, what hooked me is like the mixtape, the singing,
Mm-hmm.
the Lauryn Hill person. Like I just
Mm-hmm.
loved it. Oh, I love the melodies. I love the rap. I love it all. I love the balance of the music. How well the music is thought out. That's I'm the biggest fan of that. Big
Wow.
bar to that. Like I love that. So yeah, I think
Okay.
like biggest if you want to wrap something into something.
But why Q-Tip and the Tribe Called Quest? Why did you choose them?
Oh, I grew up on Tribe. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
my dad. Really, that's like I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice but to like it. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie, but that's great music. I'm so
Yeah.
glad I was raised on great music.
Yes.
So, it, hey, like Q-Tip is probably one of my favorite rappers when it comes to production and stuff like that. Like when you think about it, that's the first Kanye West for real.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you get
Yeah.
what I'm saying when we talk about production and rapping and putting things together. Like that's the first Kanye. Like that is really, man, that he is a staple in hip hop.
I agree.
Staple in hip
Undeniably, I
hop,
agree.
literally.
So I'm gonna ask you two fun questions.
Okay.
So if you had the power to grant a wish, what one wish now, what would it be?
Um, I would wish myself. I feel like I'm working on it, but I would wish myself the ultimate patience to my end goal. The
Mm.
ultimate patience. Like if I keep patience and I know that, like, and I stick to what I got going on, like I would wish myself the ultimate patience so I can. I'm working on it, but that's what I would wish for, the ultimate patience. So like making sure that when I'm moving with my best foot forward and I'm seeing results, and even though I'm not seeing it as fast as I would like, but I keep in my head like, this it's a game. You got to play it. Like it's not
Right.
all it ain't instant. you gotta put in the work. So yeah, that's what I'm wishing.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Yeah, it's patience. Nothing happens in 24 hours. So yeah,
Oh,
you're right. Nothing. You
nothing
gotta
is
work for
instant.
you gotta work for it. Seriously.
Exactly.
So if you could be one, you could be an animal. Which one would it be?
A giraffe,
Why?
because I'm short. I'm short, and I don't want nobody. Look, I just when I come back, I want to be the tallest. Like, don't play with me, y'all. That's
Oh,
it. A giraffe.
not a giraffe. That's a good one.
Definitely a giraffe.
Wow. Not because the giraffes are strong, but because I'm short. I like that. I like that.
I'm short, and I feel like that's a lean life to live. Like, grass and trees, and
You
sounds
right.
like a good life.
I'm done.
Peaceful.
Peaceful. So my most important question for you today, and your 30 seconds of fame. What is next for you? And give advice to any upcoming artists out there that may be struggling to get started. Let everybody know where to find you and what's next. Okay.
Um, we just got a lot of projects in the work. A lot of projects, a lot of videos. We just pushing. Uh, right now, I'm really working Lyrically Blessed, and just did a lot of shows. I just really just did a lot of pushing for this project. So what's next is more music, more content, more shows, more greetings, more outings, like more life, more love, more fun. Just stay tuned. And you can find me at STORMDABOSS. That's Storm the Boss at on Instagram. And yeah, that's it. Oh, and you said advice I can get an artist coming in: be yourself. 100%. Don't let nobody change you. No matter how many no's you get, you'll get a yes if you stay persistent. If you stay persistent enough, and you work on the things that you need to work on, like everything else will just fall into place. I promise. I promise. And that's all.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being a guest on Breaking the Silence.
Thank you.
Anything that you have to promote, send it to me. I'll run it on all my platforms
Thank
and get you the
you.
best orders you can get. So
Thank you,
you got my
Nikki.
support. You got me. So, thank you, and everyone else out there. Thank you so much for tuning into yet another episode of Breaking the Silence. I got to make sure y'all go out there. You just released the album, right? EP.
Yeah, I dropped Lyrically Blessed at the end of March.
In March. Okay. All right. So y'all got to make all streaming
All streaming
platforms.
platforms. If you listen to iHeartRadio, it's there. I promise. It's
Boom.
everywhere. That's for me to say. It's everywhere.
It's definitely on Apple Music because I did download it on Apple Music. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So y'all make sure y'all
Girl next door,
hit.
Yeah.
man.
Y'all gotta go support my girl. Download that EP and give her the best support that she can get. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Breaking the Silence. Remember, the dream, it starts with you. So get out there and do what you gotta do and make it happen.
Definitely.
Y'all tune in next time for another episode of Breaking the Silence, and y'all have a blessed day. Thank you so much to everyone that has supported me on this journey. I really appreciate everything that you have done thus far. Words will never be able to express the gratification that I have within my heart. Continue to like, share, and subscribe.